Hello and welcome. My name is Marta Rivera, and I am your coordinator of family and community engagement. This presentation will focus around family and community engagement, our practice, and SAUSD. If you have any questions about today's learning, please feel free to reach out to me via email at the email included in this slide. Let's get started. Today, my goal is to address some of the learning goals in Target 5 as it relates to defining family engagement, a discussion around why family engagement, how does FACE support families, teachers, and students, and resource information and links for follow-up. Powerful partnerships. The definition of family engagement that we are using in our practice is one that was co-created with families and educators in Connecticut, and it reads like this. Family engagement is a full, equal, and equitable partnership among families, educators, and community partners to promote children's learning and development from birth through college and career. Full, equal, and equitable. Engagement is a process where we are working together as a team. In order to be a valued member, we all have to be seen as full and equal members of this team, not just engaged in peripheral decisions, but all meaningful decisions. Empowered to be engaged in multiple ways. Education is in partnership with our families. We do this work with our families and through them. Equitable means that we will go out of our way to make sure that all families are engaged. We meet our families and our educators where they are at instead of expecting them to just come to us. If they have needs, what kind of things are we doing to make sure that they can engage? During this presentation and in your practice of FACE, I ask you to keep these words in mind. Engagement is full, equal, and an equitable relationship with our families. Why should we engage in partnership with our families? Well, over 40 years of research shows that when we engage in partnerships with our families, it's good for our families, it's good for our educators, and it's good for our schools. Ultimately, as an educational institution, it is also good for our students. Research out of Chicago identified the building blocks for school improvement. As they did their research, they had a hypothesis that it would all be centered on curriculum or leadership. To really have an impact on that instructional core, that relationship between the student, the teacher, and the content, that triangle in the box, what they found is that you have to have 5 other things in place at the school. First, leadership. The school leader drives the change in the school. 2, professional capacity. Everyone has to be part of the learning community. Everyone who is part of the educational system in that school building. 4, student-centered learning. Decisions and planning that benefits students. What is best for kids? If you notice number 3, parent community ties, it was clearly identified on its own as a key support to improving schools. Parent community ties or family and community engagement is seen as a key component of school reform. Is it seen as a key component in your building? Is it seen as a key component in your district? FACE is sometimes relegated as an add-on something that we add on after curriculum and instruction. But FACE is not a program. FACE is already part of your practice. FACE is part of your teaching and learning practice. We cannot function as educators without our families. They are a key component in the success of our schools and students. In SAUSD, our practice of family and community engagement includes wellness centers. We have 56 wellness centers where all FACE practitioners in SAUSD, all 5,000 plus staff in SAUSD, are invited to engage with families, the school community, and our community partners in order to support the link to learning. What's happening in the classroom, what's happening with the instruction, what's happening in the learning environment. We do this work together in order to support the academic success and the social emotional well-being of every student in SAUSD. Before we continue on to the next section, I invite you to participate in this reflection. When it comes to family engagement work, I used to think blank, but now I think blank. If you'd like to participate virtually, you can scan this QR code with your camera and it will redirect you to Padlet.com, where we have an open community discussion board going on. The link to the Padlet is also included right under the camera icon. If you do not want to participate or can't participate virtually, no worries. I'm going to take the next 30 seconds and ask everyone to put a pause and to complete this reflection either virtually, on paper, or on your computer. Again, when it comes to family engagement work, I used to think, but now I think. Thank you for participating. Let's continue. FACE is a practice, not a program. It is a practice built on mutually trusting relationships, which lead to shared leadership and benefit of all students. We are all FACE practitioners. Thank you for being part of our village. How do we get there? How do we do this work in family engagement? We understand it's not a goal. We understand it's not a program. It's the goal is not necessarily family engagement. The goal is always student achievement. Engaging families in meaningful ways is a strategy to help schools ensure all students reach their full potential. So again, how do we get there? Relationships first. Relationships, relationships, relationships. And that is where we come in to provide support to you as educators, to our families, to our community partners. We aim to create welcoming environments where all of the adult caretakers in a child's life, because we understand that families is not necessarily just parents. Sometimes it's your cousin, your older sibling. In my case, I say sometimes my neighbors really helped out. It involves all of the stakeholders that are part of a child's life engaging in effective and sustained relationships and partnerships to effectively support that student's academic success and social emotional well-being. Your FACE team in SAUSD, as hyperlinked through this website, is a team of almost 40 individuals who provide direct support to school sites. So this is our team right here. And FACE workers are at the elementary school sites and primarily a 2-to-1 model. So each FACE worker provides support to 2 school sites. Each FACE liaison at the secondary level provides support, usually in a 1-to-1 model, to both our intermediate and our high schools. We are your FACE team and SAUSD, and we aim to build relationships in support of family and school partnerships. How does our role support your practice of family and community engagement as an educator? First, engagement is based on relational trust. It involves listening, doing with families, honoring and valuing family contributions, and using their assets to determine how they can contribute and partner. Again, I will ask for your support in engaging virtually or on paper or on your computer. If you'd like to engage in our virtual community, please feel free to scan the QR code again with your phone. It will redirect you to the Padlet. The questions at this time are, how do you engage with your families? What role do families play in your classroom? How do you use families' funds of knowledge to support learning in your classroom? I will once again provide about 30 seconds and pause. Okay, that was a bit more than 30 seconds, and I apologize. I ended up giving about a minute, but I wanted to make sure everyone had enough time to either participate virtually or to engage in this reflection question on their own. But let's continue. So, how does our role support your practice as a practice of FACE as an educator? We had some reflections on your current practice, but let me share with you a little bit more about what FACE is currently doing for families. We have rolled out and shared what we are calling a Family Toolkit Technology Edition that focuses around the access and literacy of these 3 tools: email, Aries, and Parent Square. Now, I have to go back to the top and the beginning of this presentation. We are building and creating pipelines of access and literacy. FACE staff at the site level, your FACE workers, your FACE liaisons, are here to provide access and work with families around access to email and Aries. That means if families need to create an email account, we are ready and prepared to provide them with support. But as we understand, access is just one component of digital citizenship. In this case, we are particularly building out access and literacy around the tools. So I have an email account. How do I use it? What do I use it for? How is it an effective two-way communication tool in support of my child's academic success? These presentations at the district level are open for all families to attend. All families in SAUSC are invited to join the Family and Community Engagement Toolkit Technology Edition for our weekly sessions. Every week, a new schedule will be rolled out. The reason for that is that the focus around which of the tools we present on may shift. The tools, I want to be clear, will remain the same: email, Aries, and Parent Square. But we understand that the number of presentations around each of these areas may shift based on need. So week by week, that schedule will be rolled out. How can you learn more? Well, you can connect with your FACE worker or your FACE liaison, and they will have the schedule available. You can also follow us at SAUSD FACE on Facebook, and you can also check us out on the SAUSD website. Under the community tab, you will find family and community engagement, and we will place our calendar there every single week. That information is available to share with all families in SAUSD. FACE for Educators. We are excited to announce in our partnership with Scholastic that we will be hosting instructional strategies for SAUSD educator workshops. The topics that you find on the right have all been confirmed. We are working on the timeline, but we will provide synchronous learning opportunities around conducting virtual home visits, building relational trust, effective communication with families, conducting a virtual back to school night. All of these courses will be placed on GoPD. Again, they will be free and synchronous. We will provide asynchronous follow-up tools that will be available to all educators in SAUSD. To get more information, this will be included in the GoPD reminders through our PD office. FACE will also be posting it on SAUSD FACE, and we will also be including it on our website. Again, should you not receive it or should you have inquiries, don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. Again, my name is Marta Rivera. I am your coordinator of family and community engagement, but you can also connect with any of our FACE partners, our FACE workers, our FACE liaisons, and they would be more than happy to connect you as well. Resources. SAUSD FACE provides support to teachers, families, students, community members related to resources. We are a connector, a navigator of resources, and we usually connect and relate to resources around housing, food, internet, family activities, and more. It takes a village. We may not have the answer, but we will work with you and our families and our community to find the support and resources needed. It is very important for me to note that that as a district, we are working on creating a site level resource page with site specific supports. Because again, it takes all of us working together in order to address the needs of all of our stakeholders. You can also visit www.sausd.us/coronavirus for more information. This link will redirect you to a Google Drive of flyers and resources that have been confirmed and vetted by SAUSD FACE as being active resources for families, students, staff, and community members. For any questions, again, you can give us a call. You can reach out to me directly. Again, my name is Marta Rivera. Connect with us. Let us know how we can be of support to you and our families. FACE also has their own community resource line. The number for that line has been included at the bottom of every slide. It is the 714-558-5677 number. Again, 714-558-5677. This line is staffed Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We provide referrals to community members, SAUSD staff, families, and all stakeholders. Again, we are connectors and navigators of information and resources, both internally to SAUSD and also externally to community agencies. How can you stay connected with us? How can we stay connected? Well, you can follow us on Facebook. You can check out our Google Drive of SAUSD and community resources. You can check us out on the FACE website in the SAUSD website. You can call us, you can email us, you can text us, connect with us. The FACE directory is linked here right below. And here I provide you with a different QR code. This QR code will take you to a website called Linktree. We have put every single link that FACE can redirect you to a page in this one place. You will find a direct link to our toolkit, a direct link to our directory, a direct link to our food calendars. You will find all of the resources linked in one place. So I'm going to stop here for a second. Make sure, if you'd like, you can scan this with your phone. You can take a picture if you'd like to go to it later. But this is a great tool that has all of the information for FACE in one place. Very convenient. And it can also be shared with families, students, and community stakeholders. As a FACE practitioner, we invite you to join us. You can join us through our virtual wellness centers. Again, all wellness centers are up and running virtually and have been running since March. We invite you to connect with us and work with us and It Takes a Village around resources for families, students, staff, and community. We invite you and ask for your support in sharing about the Family Toolkit Technology Edition. On a weekly basis, we will continue to share the calendar for the literacy presentations and conversations in which we engage families and educators around this technology. We are here to connect. We are here for our students. We are all FACE practitioners. We thank you for being part of our village in benefit of students' academic and social emotional success. What is the secret sauce to our success? This is a question that really has one answer. It's families first. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that I was able to share with you in this time, in this space, about family and community engagement. If you do have more questions or you have wonderings, I encourage you to interact with both the Padlet, but also feel free to reach out to me directly. Again, my name is Marta Rivera. I am your coordinator of family and community engagement. It is my honor to serve our community. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.